Worse than getting into a car accident? Getting injured. Don't you hate it when another driver crashes into you and leaves you feeling hopeless? Then what? Now you have to deal with these insurance companies who are not on your side? Let the law offices of Oscar Sandoval handle your case from start to finish. Attorney Oscar Sandoval handles car and motorcycle accidents, Uber, Lyft, and all types of personal injury cases. And best thing is that they do not charge unless justice prevails. You can call or text them at 626-784-6010 and follow him at ODSESQ. 626-784-6010. The law offices of Oscar Sandoval. You have a problem, they solve them. Se habla español. What's up, fool? That's right, people. The law offices have us on lockdown, man. We're going to be advertising them till somebody comes in from the What's Up Fool podcast and say, hey, man, I heard you guys on the What's Up Fool podcast. My back.
My settlement.
What's up, man? What's up, everybody? We have a guest here, backed by popular demand.
What's up,
my wife, my sensei, the woman in charge, sensational Lesa.
Sensational Sherry. We were supposed to have George on tonight. He's sick.
Everybody's getting sick,
He's sick. And so we were
Well, now that Lisa's here, man, we could talk about how last week I was called to do Leanne Kreischer hit me up and I went to a surprise birthday party for Bert Kreischer.
Hell yeah, dude. How was that shit?
It was not much of a surprise. Yeah. He was already there.
He was already there. Am my voice really loud? Because it sounds loud in the headphones. Cool. Yeah, he was there already. We pulled up and I walked up to the door and Bert's right there in the kitchen. I'm like, he could see him right there. There's no surprise. And Bobby Lee was at the counter, like making a whatever. They had a lot of meat laid out, jerky and stuff. And I was like, that's not really a surprise party. And I guess the surprise was who's going to show up.
Yeah, the surprise was every time
I think Leanne was done with trying to surprise him.
Because he had a surprise birthday party earlier with his agents, Judy Brown, and his managers, yeah, his assistants, all business. But the second one was all his friends.
All the comics, yeah.
And there was a lot of like the who's who of who's going to show up. But I saw the name and said, you know, I got there exactly after my flight, took a shower and I got ready and I went. Man, he was surprised to see me. Because I'm the last person you expect to show up at your house. And I didn't knock.
I love Felipe.
I just opened the door. What's up, fool? Oh my God! He started crying, bro. And then he gave me a hug, and all I just saw was his toenail painted blue, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he's rocking the like girl dad nails all the time, right?
Keep it alive.
Yeah, and Leanne was there. Then when he was like saying Felipe, Greg Fitzsimmons showed up.
Yeah.
And then he just looked at us. He goes, "It's just me."
Yeah, it was Whitney Cummings was there with her baby.
She came in at the end. She was the last person to show up.
Greg Fitzsimmons, Andrew Santino, and Bobby Lee.
And Bobby Lee's brother.
Stevie Lee.
And Chris Porter with his hat.
I forgot Chris was there. That's right. And then Dave. What's Dave's last name? Wilson or something?
Dave Williamson and his wife. He's a comedian that does the barbecues.
Yeah, he does barbecues. He's on a lot of Bert's shows.
Yeah, he was on the cruise as well.
Yeah, he was on the cruise. Mm-hmm.
And Pete, that's his assistant, Pete Lee.
There
was Catherine, what's his name?
Blanchford. Yeah. Texas girl.
Catherine, we're going to try to have her on the podcast next week, or 2 weeks, yeah.
Also, Andrew Santino, he texted me today. I haven't texted him back. To do his
Whiskey
podcast,
Ginger?
Whiskey.
You should do it.
Yeah. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino were going to go to on a European tour. And they were going to go to Australia. And they were talking about they were going to go to Singapore. And they were talking about how freaking strict in Singapore.
All the rules. He said there's a whole list of rules.
A whole
they have.
list, bro. You cannot spit on the floor. They'll arrest your ass.
No.
You're not supposed to chew gum in certain areas too, either. Like,
Or talk back to somebody. Or you can't be saying that to somebody, yelling at somebody, "What's up, fool?" That's an insult, bro.
How you're supposed to act. Be polite.
Yeah, be polite. I don't think you should.
Singapore has mean restrictions, as does Japan, right? You can't even take like Adderall or even like certain medications that have those.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's like stringent.
Nothing that'll make you excitable.
Yeah, or like like NyQuil and shit like that.
If you were to do something crazy sober, right? Sober because sober you showed up sober, but if they test your body for drugs and you have your body full of
Substances?
cocaine or marijuana that you did in America, they could charge you for that.
I don't think they'd have the right to check
Like
your
Snoop Dogg.
test your body.
The only thing I heard that from is from like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates supposedly has a rule like that, but I don't know.
Well, they have a rule. They have a rule about drinking alcohol, but not for Americans.
Yeah.
Now they do have hotels there that are specific. And I'm talking about like Dubai and those places.
That's the spot.
They
Dubai.
have spots where a lot of Americans, a lot of Westerners are in those hotels, and you can drink in those hotels, but that's it. You can't be going out on the town or taking alcohol out, or there's no bar hopping because there are no bars or anything. But like the American hotel, you can stay there and do your thing.
Just alcohol.
Yeah, and I think when you fly over Dubai or Saudi Arabia specifically, you can't. They're not supposed to be serving alcohol
Once you're over
in
their
the
airspace?
airplanes. Yeah, over in the airspace. I don't know.
Nothing but rules in this world, huh, man?
That's where that guy got beat up, right?
Well, he got
Right,
caned in
for
Singapore,
cane.
right?
Yeah,
For
that kid.
tagging.
He was from my
Jesus.
hometown.
Shut up.
Yeah.
He's from Dayton?
He's
That's
from
how you know,
Kettering.
right?
He's from Kettering, which is like...
You were a bartender at that place.
No,
there, spray paint the walls, dude.
I was a little older than him. But
Dayton forever.
yeah, so he got caned, yeah. And then they made a great Simpsons episode, the Australian episode, where Bart had to get the boot.
Hilarious.
This giant boot, he had to get kicked in the butt from this giant boot. And it was because he racked up this long distance phone bill and didn't pay it. And because he was doing prank calls. What direction does your water go in your toilet? And then he just left the phone off the hook.
But
There used to be a fucking idiot, bro, and I was at rehab. His name was Philip, and he was like one of those straight up Miklos, bro. He was a Chicano, but if you saw him, like, this is the guy, the white boy, but he was a straight up Mexicano, bro. He was all Chicano. You can't call him white even though he is. But anyways, he'll get offended. And so this fool said, every time I messed around in the rehab, he'll say something like this. Man, we're gonna have to make a patada machine for this guy.
To kick who?
For me.
Oh.
He goes, we're gonna have to make one of the machines where you pull the lever and it kicks this guy in that butt, eh? You remember those in the cartoon?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
He said
then
I needed one of those, Dave.
it's funny.
The boots.
You were telling us a funny story this weekend about you were locked up or something in jail or a holding cell. But when somebody would fart, there'd be a paisa making fun of him in the back. But everyone, it was perfect timing, dog.
Oh man, my first time in jail, man. I knew I was only gonna be there for a day, so I knew not to mess around or start problems. I got there, man, and I noticed that there was this paisa, and that fool had 2 mattresses on his bed. Like, you only need one, right? But
He took his cellmate's other one?
No, everybody runs to a bed and a blanket. But and the mattresses are this thin already, right? Like real thin.
Non-orthopedic.
But this guy took 2 and put it and stacked them together so he could have a nice little soft little bed
Memory
for the
foam.
next 6 hours.
It's a memory.
And mine had none. Mine had no memory, man. It was vacant, bro. I had the grill.
Just the metal?
Yeah. So I was just sitting there, and I thought I could go over there and just snatch it off him, real violently.
Punk his ass?
But I just said, nah, I'm not going to be here for 6 hours. Forget about it, So I just sat there. And so then this fool started farting from far away.
And how far is far away, fool?
Far away till you can hear it, bro. Like,
You could
like
hear it.
it was like in jail, right?
It just travels?
And then that paisa that was up through the 2 mattresses, I think it was on heroin, bro, because he kept rubbing the blanket like this, bro. He goes, saludos, compa.
Every time the guy farted?
This was that first part. Saludos, compa.
What up?
And then later on, man, like, so I guess someone else farted, but it was more like a wet one. It was like, and then that fool said, ese culo me saluda.
That's hilarious, dude.
He goes, that butthole is saying hello to me.
Saying hello.
Then someone else will fart again. He goes, oh, I know that one, eh? Hello. But then, like, after the rest of them were all duds after that, eh? They told me to shut up.
You just had 3 good ones and that was it?
You only get 3 good ones, bro.
So basically, you can only do a 30-minute spot. You could have headlined it.
Nah. It's funny, the whole process was just getting released.
That was it. So getting booked and released.
And they could have just opened the door and just say, Felipe, you're out? Okay, get out. But they have to go through this whole process, bro, like a whole process just to stay in the same building over and over, go in circles. So they finally release your ass.
The mad shuffle, huh?
They lost me in the paperwork. Imagine those fools that lie.
It happens, though, dude.
Lisa, you've been locked up, right?
Never. No, I never plan to either.
It's pretty scandalous when a girl goes to jail.
Yeah.
That's not a lady anymore, man.
Yeah.
How many hours before you start making the dildo, the tampon dildo that Jen was talking about last week?
Well, you start making
How
it. If you know how to make one, you make one in a way so you can sell it to somebody.
Oh, you're going up to prison, so here's your.
You know you don't
dildo.
sell.
We
You
made
sell
it for
used ones, dude. You know they got to test them out.
Oh no, that's gross.
They gotta test them out, people. What's Up Fool podcast, man? Are we gonna have another What's Up Fool podcast next week?
Yeah, we're having 2, but one of them's gonna be pre-recorded. One of them's gonna be live. We are supposed. I don't know if I should announce this.
What?
I don't want to jinx it. Well, next Wednesday we've got Steph Tone. We've got Steph from the Deftones.
Steph Double A.
So that's going to be fun. But I'm hoping I'm not jinxing myself and that he's, not going to cancel on us. But that's scheduled for next Wednesday. But then we've got Catherine for the next week. We're going to pre-record that one. Then we go on break for Europe for a couple weeks.
For Europe, man. Dublin,
London, Amsterdam. And we'll come back, and then we'll have Adrienne Iapalucci on. Her new special's coming out called The Dark Queen on Netflix. She's very funny, very dark.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's already out. And Louis C.K. she opens for Louis C.K. a lot. And he sent a big email out about her and how much he respects her and how he loves her comedy and all this stuff. And it was really personal, great email about her, But
kind of crazy because he's the one that kind of broke Tig Notaro, right?
yeah, he's I don't know. It's a weird thing to be a female fan of Louis C.K. and also know that he has helped a lot of women in comedy. He's also done what he's done in comedy.
Some people got proclivities.
But it's a
crapshoot, man.
It's a crapshoot. I don't know. I always thought that was weird that Sarah Silverman was just like, she just let him do his thing when he asked.
Well, I mean, what are friends for?
I don't think I could sit there and let somebody just do that. Did she participate? That's what I want to know. Like, did she participate?
Apparently.
And like, does she hold her breasts out? Does she get naked while he's doing it?
It was over the phone, from what I understood.
No, with her?
Yeah.
With Sarah?
Yeah.
I thought that was in person because
Yeah,
he used to date her sister.
Yeah, that's what she was, the one that became a rabbi, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that
Howard
he did
Stern,
on the phone.
Yeah, it was over the phone.
Oh, I thought they did that in person,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how much did she participate, or did she just sit there and let him? Yeah, go ahead. Did she just start chit-chatting like regular conversation?
Well, you really have to be down with somebody for to do that. You know what I mean?
I couldn't.
It's a different type of relationship.
I don't know if I would see that as assault. I would just think it's so fucking weird. And I'd have to leave the room.
Definitely weird, but
I don't want to be around when you've got a boner. I don't want.
She was baiting him, and he was a master
of his own domain.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. She's in his corner, man.
Ezone said she pretended to be a pancake and he provided the butter. Is Felipe doing drugs in Amsterdam? What kind of drugs? Be specific.
Sometimes you gotta squeeze the wheel, man.
Yeah.
You gotta grease the wheel in this business.
So she's on the phone. So What do you get out of that? Does she have to talk then?
Apparently.
Do you have to say anything while
From
he's
what I remember,
masturbating?
she was just sitting there, like kind of like just chilling. You know?
On the phone?
He just wants somebody to listen to him
I
jerk
guess.
off, regardless of whether she's participating or not. That's such a weird thing. That's a weird thing to me. I don't know. I like Louis. I've always been a fan of Louis C.K. You know,
Funny as fuck.
I don't know that I would consider that assault. If you're not trapped there, like Harvey Weinstein, like trapped you there and
that's
forced
a
you to
full-on
watch
fucking
him
rapist right there.
masturbate. But Louis asked you, and you can say no or yes. The people who said yes thought it was funny. Like, let's see where this goes, out of curiosity. But then that's the only place it went, was just jerking off. So I don't know. That's a gray area, right?
That's why me, bro, I ask women,
Debatable.
when I walk up to strange women in the street, I ask them, do you want me to open my coat, yes or no? And if they say no, I move on. But if that lady says yes, I go, yeah.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. Suck it! That's weird how that dude
Which
in an
dude?
observe and report.
Oh, dude.
The Flasher.
The Flasher.
That's one of the best movies ever
Yeah,
made.
hell yeah, that's a good ass movie, dude.
I've heard of flashers.
I laugh every time.
I've heard of flashers. You know, oh, he flashed me, blah, blah, but I've never seen an actual flasher like in a movie or
In real life, never.
They want you to
real
look
life
at
ever.
it.
I
They just
didn't
want you to look
know,
at it.
bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen a flasher.
But
I've
that
seen a
fool
streaker,
was,
though.
but he
I've been
was,
flashed.
but he was just scaring people. That would freak me out, bro. Like a little fool
get
shows up
flashed
like
right
that. Ah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Touch it.
And if you're not looking at it, they want you to look at it.
Look
They
at
want you to
it.
look at
No
it.
wonder.
That little
Yeah.
bolt, that little screw that's loose in their
Yeah.
brain. You
Somebody
know?
walked up to you like that and said that?
Yeah, I've had that happen. It was
You're
a
a
homeless man, but
flasher.
actually I had it happen another time on the subway, and the
homeless
guy
man?
was jerking off under his jacket.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like where Rodrigo is, and he was jerking
wasn't
off, and I
Rodrigo.
looked over there, and he went. Like looked at me like that,
dude.
and he had his jacket there, and I didn't notice, and I went
Yeah.
and then he went no,
Yeah.
look at it,
Weird.
and I was like,
dude.
oh yuck, I got
if
up
you
and I
would do
left
that-
to the next train.
If you would do that
Oh,
to your
full of
girlfriend or
cat
wife,
hair, bro.
you'd be like, what the fuck?
It had Guinness on it.
Huh? A little foam, huh?
It had a little fucking
blow it off.
New York cab bumper sticker on it.
But I think in the 80s there were more of those. The 80s, I think coming into the 90s, you know, people.
It had a
started
little
being more
hat,
aware.
bro, for listen to Imus.
Little nappy-headed, But I've seen a streaker before at a football game.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious, dog.
But that's
Those people like want a part. They're like wanting a reaction from
Yeah.
everybody. I don't think it's a
Every-
sexual thing.
if you streak anywhere like that now, you'll they'll get you for sexual assault, right? You'll be a sexual predator no matter what.
If you're
Yeah.
like near a school, I think.
Yeah,
those are the-
it depends.
But
Yeah,
you're
it can
doing
be
it
enhanced charge.
at a high school, bro. You're out of school.
Well,
Yeah.
that was at a high school where I seen it.
Streaking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At a football game.
You could get a sexual not an offender, but yeah, I think so.
Little
If you're
asterisk on
if you're making out or having sex in a car
Oh yeah.
with your boyfriend or
Same thing.
girlfriend, you can get caught and have to register as a sex offender technically.
Both of the
So,
people.
like a lot of people see people's names or their profile on a sex offender website, and you have to read what their charge was, and most of them are bad. It's like lewd activities with a person under 14 or whatever the charges are, but there's others. So there's some where a guy we know, where the charge was really he had threatened the guy, "I'm gonna fuck you in your ass." Or I'm going to stick this bottle up your ass
I
was
heard
the
about that
threat. He said it on our podcast, but I'm going to shove this bottle up your ass.
I'm also a
That
listener.
guy is a registered sex offender for that situation right there
Like-
because
like-
that was a threat. But you see him on the website, you think he raped somebody or molested
Right,
somebody, but he
but,
didn't.
But also the guy that he threatened
He was younger,
a
yeah.
minor
He was-
drinking at a bar with a
Well,
fake ID.
Yes. With a fake
that's
ID.
what starts,
And that's-
unraveling,
yeah.
the bad story.
But who are you gonna? You think people when they're puncing in the face are they gonna?
No.
You have time to explain that?
There's no explaining to that.
But also, too,
Hey, wait a minute, man!
This was only a verbal
It
assault.
was a verbal assault at a bar, and this piece of shit guy who looks 25.
and that's the thing when, if you have a proper defense attorney and he strikes that stuff down, he can get it, diminish. And the other thing is like, who's the cop? Who's looking at the penal code? Because there's so many laws.
Penal.
And in the state of California, there's 1,000 new laws a year.
Yeah.
So if they want to be a dick, they can hang you up. And does that county prosecute that?
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no nuance in the law. It's all black and white on
Well,
paper,
man,
and you get
debatable whether you
Yeah.
win or
It
lose.
was during a political race, and they needed a scapegoat there, so they said, yeah.
Big scapegoat. I don't know, I missed one. Everything
Yeah,
back to
man.
normal after the election?
if you go pee in a public place and you get seen, if somebody sees you,
Oh, yeah.
that could be indecent exposure.
Totally.
Yeah, clip it right to the cord itself. Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah, and it's just up to the arresting officer, the guy that cites you, all that
I
stuff.
remember, well, I'm not going to go too much into my
be a
history,
dick,
but in
yeah.
college, I was in a car with a guy. And
We were praying.
But the cops, it was on the campus in a parking lot that was secluded. And we were not having sex, but we were making out. But the cops came and they wanted all our IDs and everything. And they wanted
How
to
many
know
people
who
you're
we were.
making out with?
My ID and the guy's ID.
Plural. It was a gang of them.
But they wanted to know.
Kissing booth.
I mean, they wanted to. They had to put everybody on record. I didn't get a sex offender rap or anything like that, but still, they wanted to know that I wasn't a prostitute. I think
Right. And
they
usually
wanted
on
to double
college
check on that.
campuses,
You're
they're
wearing
state
boots.
police, right?
Yeah, at first it was campus police. They did the drive-by, and then they
The
called the
alerted-
regular cops, and the
Oh
cops
my
actually
God,
showed up.
mean
Fool.
snitches.
They stopped me at that also when I was at Elysian Park.
But
And they put the flashlight, and then the lady cop asked me, how old are you?
Felipe, also in Elysian Park, even up until like George Michael, that's a place where a lot of people would hook up. From the
Is that where
restroom,
George Michael was?
He
Was
got
Elysian
busted.
Park?
Yeah, he got busted in the restroom.
Way up
jerking
there in
off.
Elysian Park?
Right there down the street from Dodger Stadium.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
those
The
little-
one way at the top of the hill? Or
No, the ones
further
that,
down?
yeah, the
Oh,
further
okay.
down before you
Oh,
do that little
damn.
turn.
That's funny because that bathroom stays open all night. It
Yeah.
used to be still open at night.
Not anymore. Wham.
I was there, man,
Oh,
having a good
man.
time one time.
And then I
Staring at the
remember
stars.
me and Hussein would drive by there, and there were people like doing it in the day, but it's also a lot of gay hookup spot right there
Yeah,
as well.
sure.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Or WeHo. Yeah, this is what Beverly Hills.
I heard he jerked off there.
He's got a
He
long
hit up a lot of,
record.
he wrote his name out there
Yeah, right there, dog.
for a good time.
Gotta go.
Hey, those numbers are not real, huh? For a good time, call this number.
I don't know, dude. We called a number before. That shit, somebody picked up.
You ask if that's a
No, is
real.
Cindy there? Huh? Who is this? It's Mike. Hey, click. You got to call it.
It's not a
dude.
number right now, man. At Barrel's Pizza and Real Pizza in Montebello.
Oh damn, dude, they got good pizza, dog.
Bro,
His whole family loves that place.
Yeah, that shit is bomb as
That's what
fuck.
they're big as hell. But that pizza,
Purple
I don't
egg
trust
pizza.
any
Right
LA
there.
that
pizza.
real
I'm
pizza.
sorry.
Oh, come on.
Montebello Real Pizza, that pizza, man, has so much cheese, like the fucking sauce slides off.
Yeah, dude. It's almost like after about 4 slices, like, dude, I had enough, dude. I'll save it for tomorrow.
After 4
Yeah,
slices.
it's so cheesy. It's almost like deep dish, bro. It's like Cali's deep dish. No, it's like all Chicago style.
4 slices. I think I've done it
After
too.
two fat ass animal styles, I'm done.
I be eating like 6 or
I can
7.
fuck up. I have fucked up before. 3 protein style, animal style, double.
Oh,
before,
gross. I
bro.
couldn't even
I
eat
could
half
do them
of
with
that.
bread, bro. They're so
Yeah.
good.
When I was hanging out with those fools back in the day with Ivan and them, we went to In-N-Out and I had the 4x4 or 3x4.
Oh
I don't
my
know which one it was.
God.
The Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman. What is it?
That's with the
It
onion
just-
top?
No, just cheese and meat. Oh, doubled.
cheese. It was
Bomb.
It was
So
4
it's
patties,
4
4
patties
cheese.
with cheese
Well,
in between.
that's a
Yeah,
double
on the
Dutchman.
lettuce.
That's
On
disgusting.
the lettuce.
Good. I mean, I would do it with the bread.
That is so
I did it with a lettuce, bro.
nasty.
And
I thought the
fucking,
Flying Dutchman had the onion,
If
big old
you,
onion slice.
if you want it.
The Flying Dutchman is
Grilled.
barely it's a human heart with wings. They make bacon wings.
It's good though.
It is delicious.
So gross.
Yeah, that's fucking bomb, dude.
That's why people wait in line for that shit. There it is right there.
Somebody
Yeah.
said,
Give it up for the Dutch.
somebody said, Rodrigo's like, I'm almost done with the whole pizza. Time to save some for tomorrow.
I don't understand how people act like they only eat 2 slices. I mean, who does that?
I'm eating a whole pizza.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm not the type of fat fool that eats a whole pizza with a 2 liter with a straw in it.
I've
Come
done
on.
that. I've
now.
done that. I've been there.
Bro, when I was a security guard, I was bored as fuck. I ate a whole Pizza Hut pizza, bro, and a 2-liter.
Pizza Hut pizza is hard to eat a whole
It is
one.
bomb.
Then I started crying
so
and took a
fat.
nappy.
Yeah, but with the butter crust.
What if somebody needed an emergency?
God, dude,
Somebody had
that
an
Fuck on me.
emergency.
This is delicious.
I would have given him a little slice.
Hey, gone fishing.
I would have threw a crust at him. Nah, there was no crust. I ate it. It had cheese inside.
When it first came
my
out, that was
God.
bomb. I was like, I didn't think there was anything like it. And that's when we used to go inside and eat, bro. Dude, I'm gonna get good grades forever, man.
Good grades forever.
take
You're
guess-
rewarding with you with the worst
I
reward.
was like, dude,
And you
I
always
got
can
A's.
tell when a
Pizza
person
Hut.
walks into a Pizza Hut for the first time after they've been ordering to go all their whole lives.
Oh hell yeah, they look like they got those to-go bodies.
Yeah, man, they
Shorts.
got Birkenstocks with
bodies.
big toes with big nails on
The
them.
little scoops of ice cream behind the knee.
Yeah, man, and they're looking around like, oh man.
A little patch of veins all stuck together,
I just
huh?
thought of something. I have to make a note.
They love and they fucking get like a bucket of ranch.
I told you,
Dude.
my theory is when ranch hit the scene, that's when everybody got obese. That's when obesity started in the U.S.
That's
When
super big
I'd
gulps.
say 88, 89, when ranch hit the scene, Cool Ranch Doritos.
It
And
was Hidden Ranch first.
Well, it was
Yeah,
Hidden
those
Valley
are OG
Ranch,
ones.
only in the packet, and that was it. But then it hit the streets like in the bottle and
Right.
Cool Ranch Doritos, and it was over. For people got extra fat.
Fool, you know what I saw
Nachos,
this
hot
food.
dogs,
You know what I saw this guy
Ranch
do?
with pizza, ranch with everything.
I saw this guy make he made a pizza and then he put a bunch of pepperonis on the grill, and then after he got all the pepperonis out, he got that oil from the pepperonis and he put it in a bottle of little ranch and he shook it up, bro, and he poured it over the fucking pizza, bro, with honey and crushed red pepper.
The Job of the Hut.
Bro, I was melting, bro. I'm vegan, bro, but I was like, man, I'd like to watch somebody eat that shit, dog.
That's too much, bro.
Just tell me what it tastes like. Even the ranch with the bacon with the fucking pepperoni oil, even that's not good.
Yeah, wait, come on, fool. How fat do you want to get, bro?
Wait, how's he getting pepperoni oiled? Like just dumping it from the...
he had he made the cheese pizza first, and then on this side he cooked all the pepperonis like overkill.
in a frying pan?
Yeah,
Oh,
overkill.
or like a sheet pan?
Sheet pan overkill. Then he got all the oil, and then he poured either mayonnaise or ranch,
Oof.
and then he shook it up with some honey inside of it, and then he poured it on the pizza.
Fucking disgusting, dude. It's not even good anymore, dude. You're just
What?
Like, that point, it's like, dude, you're just feeding the rolls on your arm. Come on, fool. You know when you're fat, you know what's good. When you overdo it, have you seen like really monstrous, like, you know, the 600-pound life people
Yeah,
eat or Honey
yeah.
Boo Boo? It's to the point, it's like, are you serious
It's
now?
all the extras, though. They go for all the extras.
Those people are eating sad ass food, man. Like they would have never got that fat eating lobster, man.
Of course. Because
No,
they'll grab a
that's
hot dog and
lobster.
dip it into nacho cheese. And
Like,
then
I'll
eat
eat
it.
a-
Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
the extras.
bro.
Like it's the not just the hot dog. It's the dip, whatever they're dipping it in. It's the shit on top. It's the put
Yeah.
a little ice cream on that. Put a little fudge on that. Put a little ranch on that.
It's
put
like
a
fools
little
that put
whatever.
bacon on ice cream. And
I'm
don't-
like that, but at a
Come on,
smaller
stop.
level, bro. Like I can't eat a sandwich without chips
Oh, hell yeah, of course, dude.
Occasionally.
or a strawberry soda. I've been craving that for a
Occasionally.
while.
Yuck.
Yeah, man.
But those fools, those ladies and those people do it up like that every day, huh? Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
'cause I saw them when they went to McDonald's, and they fucking tore it up, bro.
Well, that video you sent me of the guy eating the hamburger helper like that, that's how fools get that fat, dog. Remember the girl bring the hamburger and he just starts eating, oh, I don't want this. He starts eating it all. I'm like, oh my God, with no shirt on? You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
With no
Gross, dude.
shirt on. That's
I was
the
gonna
key.
I was gonna tell you that the other reason America got fat, I think, because buffets as well, right?
Oh yeah, buffets, but they've been around for a while.
Chinese food, too,
my
when it hit
theory
hard?
my theory is ranch. It's really ranch. The introduction of ranch.
Because you need something with ranch instead of, you can't, like that on the cruise, remember they were, Steve-O and all that, they were doing those girls, that girl
Ugh.
drank that whole ranch
Yeah,
thing?
those
Dude, I could
those
never
people
do
drank
that.
the bottles of. They chugged
Yeah.
ranch bottles. That was disgusting. And then Steve-O's vegan, so he chugged Italian dressing, which is also.
I'll do it, man.
Came
I
out of
don't
my
think I could
nose.
do that either.
way,
That's
dude.
all oil. That's oh my God.
You just puke it right back up.
I think what happened was when ranch was introduced, also, man, more people in America were getting cable, and a lot of more people were staying at home
Couch
watching
potato
couch
it.
potato, watching television, and a lot of people with older parents, or maybe you're raised by your grandparents. They don't move around, so you don't move around, so you gotta sit there with grandpa
A lot of
and
sit-down
watch
jobs.
television. Like the little kid, that little kid was chubby, bro. Like was apparently we're gonna watch The Big Spin with my grandpa. That little kid's chubby, bro. I'm hanging around with fucking grandpa all day long.
That's true. Like there are
It's
people
just like
though,
everything hit at once, bro.
but I think also you're right. It was maybe a perfect storm of obesity.
Yeah, the perfect storm.
But like also, I think around that time, you're right. There was like maybe less sports also going on in school. There was more cable. Video games were pretty much set in our
The
day-to-day
video games
lives.
were at home now. They were not
Yeah.
the video store. You
Had
can't
to
walk
get
to
up.
them no more.
Yeah, we stopped going to the arcade
Yeah,
in
and
'88, I think.
Then we stopped going to the mall.
Rental movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we stopped going to the mall and we stopped walking to rent for stuff. Those little steps meant a lot, bro, for a little chubby kid.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, look at people that are super big. I mean, the biggest of the big, they probably do not move around, just in the house.
And back then, when I was a little kid, like if you're chubby, you still hung out with skinny kids, but you were a chubby kid, but you just trying to keep up all the time. But you were hanging out with a bunch of kids that were not chubby like you. But now, if you're a chubby motherfucker, you're hanging around with fat motherfuckers too.
Oh, they be hating on fat
There's
fools.
it's like for the first time in America, there's 7 fat chubby kids hanging around in a preschool or hanging around in high school, when before it was just one fat ass, and that was me. I wasn't fat in high school, bro. I got fat later on, bro. You know, when I gave up.
This guy said sugar's the main He said main corporate.
Yeah,
You mean
refined
main
sugars.
culprit. Main culprit, not grease. But
Yeah, you're
I don't
right
eat
about
sugar
that.
a lot. My thing is chips. It's fried shit.
Me too,
My
man,
thing
like,
is chips and
seed oils.
beer.
I didn't eat a
out.
lot of cereal growing up, man. Even though it was out there, my mom never bought cheap ass. She never bought Lucky Charms, or she bought whack ass shit. But
My mom bought puffed rice with no sugar at all.
whatever Wick had, bro, that
Yeah.
was cheap. Fucking.
You guys weren't on Wick?
I don't know, but I always thought with my house, I never always thought with Kicks.
Kicks
I
is
saw
fancy.
fucking cornflakes.
Yeah, I like Kicks. Kicks is bomb.
Cornflakes sad, bro, with no sugar.
I like cornflakes with no sugar.
But then you also dress it up with sugars, right? Or you put jam on it.
No, look.
My dad put
Don't,
jam in.
don't,
my
I
dad
don't
no,
like
that
it
is
like
that is right there. What causes your diabetes right there is not
have
your
that.
diabetes, but your dad's diabetes.
Yeah,
It's the
true.
jam on the fucking cereal. I never
I
heard of that
camote
shit.
in there, bro.
That is disgusting.
Well, you just like putting jam on toast. I think it's good.
You supposed peanut butter on
I put
frosted
a
flakes.
little. Well, that adds the protein. I add one small spoonful, a teaspoonful of peanut butter in my Frosted Flakes or in my oatmeal, because it doesn't have any protein. I need a little protein boost. So
Ramon Herrera, that dude Ramon Herrera, bro, that fool eats a cinnamon roll with a Red Bull, bro. He gets on his bike and goes to Venice Beach.
God damn. Well, you need the carbs.
While smoking a blunt, bro, going through red lights.
You can burn it off, you know?
Ramon, did he smoke with you guys at the yard sale?
I don't think so.
Did anybody buy the Raging Fool sweatsuit from the yard sale?
Oh, you sold
Because
it?
I'm missing it.
No.
We're missing it.
No, but that's the one who recorded the special, and that was
I
after.
know. Yeah,
We
I
had
know.
one.
The
It has to-
sale was
it has-
after. The sale was after. The sale was
Really?
like July something, July 5th.
Damn.
It's the day after 4th
But
of
it
July.
has to be at your house, though.
I can't find it.
There's
I
no
can't
way.
find it here at the studio. I can't find it at our house.
It has to be either here or there, because,
Well, it has to be. It's
yeah, or
nowhere.
in a car, maybe?
It's nowhere. Did anybody buy it? Let me know.
For some
Let
reason,
us know, man.
I will buy it back from you.
What's up, fool, man?
Damn.
We have a new president, Donald Trump,
I'm out of here.
Only the
the,
best.
the 47th president. Oh, bro, I had a funny bit, bro. When I was on Sunday night, I had a joke. A joke. I said that this election proved one thing: is that Donald Trump can beat bitches. Like, you put a black bitch, I'll beat her. You put a white bitch, I'll beat her. Asian bitch, I'll beat her. How about a guy cheating? Cheating. How about a guy cheating? Yeah, man. Then I said that, man, people were mad, man. They said that a bunch of Latinos voted for Trump. But that is true, man. But that's true, man, because a lot of us Latinos, man, we have family members that we don't want in this country anymore. We've been dying for them to leave. Like my uncle who molested me, he should have been gone a long time ago. The guy who took my deposit and fucked up my stucco, he should have been gone too, man. And also what we learned this, man, is that for white people out there listening, and I said this on History for Fools, so you have to hear it again. We think differently, man. You can't categorize us as one individual, man. We have different thoughts. You know, man, everybody thinks differently, man. So half of us said yes, and the other 42% nah. Because, man, we ain't the same, man, unless, you know, it's a boxing match and there's a Latino fighting somebody. We're going to always go for the Latino no matter what. And also Raiders.
And Dodgers.
Also Raiders.
Raiders all the way, baby. A lot of people were sad, man, that Donald Trump won. But it's sad, you know, when you see white people who are sad because, why are you sad? You're white. You're going to benefit too, bitch. He goes, you're not going to lose nothing from this. You should be sad for other people who are not like you, man, like black people, you know, who are trying to find a job right now, or Latinos guys who don't have who are in limbo, like, hey, I'm not a dreamer, and I'm not this, and I'm not that, and you're in limbo. Or, you know, it's that, like, you see these people, like actors who are rich as fuck, and they're mad, but why are you mad? That tax break is gonna benefit you, man. Stop your crying. Let's do something for the next 4 years. Be productive. Write a book.
I mean, there are things that people are going to lose regardless of your ethnicity, you know, and the fact that Trump stacked the courts with a lot of people who can shoot down women's rights women's reproductive rights. That's the scary part for a lot of women. But that wasn't enough to carry the election for the Democrats, and they were ignoring the fact that people don't always care about that issue. But
they should have been throwing that thing. If that baby is born, he's gonna take your job.
But you know, I was affected by that. But it wasn't a government thing. It was when I had my miscarriage in 2018.
Oh yeah.
And but I still showed as pregnant on a pregnancy test, even though there was no baby. And I was bleeding profusely every day. I was bleeding. I would go to the grocery store and just gushing blood.
Yeah, you could die from that.
And
we were driving the car, bro. It looked like Rutherford dogs.
They wouldn't. My son was very scared about it too at the same time, because I kept having blood, like all the time, blood. And my doctor said we need to do a hysterectomy, but they wouldn't schedule me for my hysterectomy because the DNC first to get the baby out, which was no baby. It was just everything else. They wouldn't schedule it because my pregnancy test was still positive. And I was like, you got to talk to my oncologist, the cancer doctor, because the cancer doctor was like, look, you're going to develop cancer if this stays in you, because it's like a symbiote, and you're increasing your level of human reproductive hormones that are present in your body, the human growth hormone that's present in your body. It's increasing astronomically every day. And so what it's going to do is spread through the rest of your body, and it's going to start creating cancer. And so I was so afraid of that. I was like, let's get it out now. And well, we have to do some things first. So I had to do these lab tests. But the problem was, this wasn't a government thing. I was in a Catholic hospital.
That's right.
At Providence over there.
Didn't even know the Catholic.
And I had no idea they could fucking mess with my rights as a human.
And they could do that even before this law, right?
Before the law, before any laws.
They'll bypass any law.
Yeah. It's the hospital itself had this precedent. And I was like, wait, but you guys got to talk to this doctor. I'm not pregnant. Yeah. There is no baby. My hormones show as if I'm pregnant, but I was losing blood every day. I was fighting with him for 2 weeks to get this. I could have died. I felt like I was going to die the day we went to the emergency room.
You had to go to that because of your insurance or whatever?
No, it had nothing to do with insurance.
So you could have just went to Kaiser,
I could have gone somewhere else. Yeah, I just didn't know. I went to Providence because it was around the corner from my house.
And they didn't tell you till later. So
my oncologist said, you know, the reason they're fighting this is because this is a Catholic hospital.
And that's a religious issue.
And I went, what the fuck? And I said that in my appointment with him. I said, what the fuck? Are you serious? This is because it's a Catholic hospital? I had no idea. I could have left at that point.
In the state of California, where it's legal anyways.
Yeah, but I had no idea.
Because a lot of people with the whole reproductive rights thing, I mean, they had 3.5 years or 4 years to codify it, but they didn't want to fight it in Congress.
That's true.
And they didn't want to do it because it was too much work. No, that's the thing with politics. You got to get to work.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do it. So
they could have done it for many years, not just this last administration. It could have been codified years ago.
And the thing he lost with that was college-age white women that didn't vote for him because of that.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole thing, they made it a racial thing, but it's an economic thing. People are just tired of all the, bullshit.
It's the economy stuff, which a lot of people don't understand the nuances of the economy either, but whatever. But what gets me is frustrating because I see this, I don't care who ends up being the top.
It doesn't matter.
I do think the Republicans have a way of finding those loopholes. They're very crafty in finding those loopholes.
You gotta keep on reading that law and figuring it out.
I know. So
30 times.
I know. So they really have done wonders in being very sneaky and finding little loopholes and things. But they stack the courts, and that's something that we didn't have a chance to do. I don't say we. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not registered anything anymore because once they pushed Bernie out, I stopped I ended
look how they jacked
my DNC membership. They jacked him.
They jacked
hard.
him so hard it's not even funny.
Hard.
You seen the video of him walking out of the White House
and
with a little head down?
My theory was always that in 2016, America wanted something different. It didn't matter that it was Trump or Bernie. They wanted somebody different. They didn't want Clinton. That's for sure.
Yeah, they were
That's
done
for
with
damn
him.
sure. And the fact that they pushed him out and put her in, that was the kicker for me. And I was like, I don't really care what happens now.
And
Fuck
how crazy of a person she is, like 2 days before to tweet a picture of her being a little child, America's first woman president. It's like, dude, it's not even the bag yet. Chill.
There were a lot of Republicans who were going to vote for Bernie too. It was not, and then they tried to malign him, and it wasn't just the Republicans doing it, it was Democrats doing it too and making him look too liberal.
And then a lot of the stuff that he was talking about after that happened, like Trump was tapping on those issues.
I know.
And that's what a lot of people don't even understand.
A lot of people just wanted somebody different and radical. They didn't care whether it was Republican or a Democrat or anything. They just wanted somebody different and not a career.
Yeah, part of the system.
Part of the system necessarily. And Bernie was that guy too. But, I couldn't get behind him after that. But anyway.
Somebody wrote in a comments, I don't know why he wrote that, but he wrote, let's talk about Luis Bañuelo's weak-ass gates.
The paint on the gates. I'm just trying to make them stronger every day, Doc. It's hard out there.
Yeah, but that was crazy, bro. That I didn't know that a Catholic church that's connected to their own hospital can override any law that's written.
Yeah. In their hospital, in their facility, in their institution.
This hospital, by the way.
So that means I could run for help from the law there.
Well, that's a
maybe
because they do it a lot.
They shelter immigrants.
They shelter. One time, because I know Dolores Mission, they used to have. This would be fucked up. They used to have. They were gonna deport like all these paisas, these illegals in the neighborhood, and man, it was fucked up, bro. Like even the cholos in the neighborhood were tired of them. They started beating they started like fucking them up too, bro.
That's fucked up, bro.
They were tired of who?
Your own people. That's what you do to them.
These little MAGA cholos, bro, back in the 90s.
Before MAGA, bro.
They got tired of these paisas, bro, just hanging around the spot, bro. So they started like jumping them and jacking them.
Taking our jobs.
So those fools, they ran inside the church, bro. They chased them inside the church.
Salvation,
there's sanctuary.
So
over
all
there,
the paisas were inside the church, bro. Like it was like 100 of them. They were sleeping in the church, and like around the day they were doing doing chores and doing all the maintenance in the church. You know, the church fucking benefit, bro. Everything, bro. They were doing all this 100 people doing labor for the whole church, bro.
And all that money, even I'm sure a little fraction of the.
Oh, no money, bro. They were doing all labor for free, bro.
Oh no, what I was gonna say, it all goes back to the Vatican.
Yeah, but it's all they were doing all this, right? But anyways, so I was in church. My mom was in church one time, and she was there in a Spanish church.
Lesa.
And she said that somebody yelled out during the fucking the church. She yelled out in Spanish. It smells like fucking feet in here again.
Damn.
Apesta patas, padre. ¿Qué onda, padre? Because all those food stinky ass feet, so the church was smelling like stinky ass feet, bro.
Before wet wipes, huh?
Wet wipes. What?
Wipe them little
Fool,
feet clean.
it's funny, man. Those fools that walk outside the church, and one of those those cholos will be like, "¿Qué Vete para atrás, pinche paisa."
They're just standing guard out there.
Yeah,
waiting?
standing guard, you're gonna fuck them up, man. Because they're also the cholos in the gang. They were not stupid, man. They didn't want a new gang full of border brothers starting up in their neighborhood, like, because there was a lot of them. There was a lot of illegal immigrants, and some of them were probably, to the little cholos, they thought that some of those fools were from gangs from Mexico, trying to get started over here, trying to start a little clique of pure paisas. So those fools just mopped these fools to go back inside the church, man. But it was funny, man, because later on, man, there was a green light or something on that gang, and then those fools were in that church hiding, eh?
Life comes at you full circle sometimes.
But it was funny, man. Those fools are crazy, man. They were slanging out of the church parking lot, bro.
There, man.
Dolores Mission?
Yeah. Crazy, man.
We barely have a parking.
What's up, Fool Podcast? We have sensational Lesa here, man. The blonde queen here. The manager, the hottest chick I know. What's up?
Don't lie.
With her killer ass glasses. Director of Raging Fool. What's it like directing for the first time?
I was nervous. I was nervous that I would miss something. Like there'd be too much going on and I wouldn't have there's 100 plates to spin in the air.
Did you have a lot of monitors to watch on?
Yeah, there were 4 monitors.
Oh my God. So you were in a monitoring room?
I was at the video village.
Video village.
Yeah.
You had your own little headset?
Yeah. Yeah, we walked through everything beforehand with you.
I felt like I threw you on the bus in that meeting because they were talking about the director. I said, Lisa's going to direct.
Pretty much how it went down. I was like, oh, I am?
And nobody,
okay.
you know what's funny about it? Nobody questioned it, though.
I mean,
nobody said, I don't know.
You already been around all the specials anyways.
I've produced all 4 of his specials, but I pretty much, translate this, I directed the bicycle scene at the end, which we're going to try to translate this later this year on YouTube. So hopefully that will all go down around Christmas Day. Just, you're hearing it here first. But Raging Fool, we're trying to find a home for it. That's the newest special. We shot it in June. And it's a great special. And it's beautiful. And it's great jokes. And I think it's joke after joke after joke. There's like rapid fire jokes. In the first 15 minutes, I swear there's 100 jokes. There's so many little jokes that he's got. So it's a good special.
So get ready.
Yeah.
Also, Ralph Barbosa, man, he got a sweet deal. He had a special. He's gonna film it in San Diego. I don't know if he did it already, but it's gonna come out on Hulu, and we're thinking about going to Netflix first. But now Hulu has a deal where if your comedy special comes out on Hulu, it'll be in all the Hulus in America first.
Because even Andrew Santino has one on Hulu now.
But
too,
first,
right?
Not yet. They haven't shot it.
Okay.
But yeah.
well, first it'll be in the United States on Hulu. But then
The world.
since Hulu owns Disney Plus,
Handles
which
the
is now
international.
going rated PG, it's gonna go all over the world. Because
That's the international side, because they don't have an international side of Hulu.
rated P, Disney
It'll be
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is different from regular Disney because Disney Plus puts out they put on stuff that's not so much Disney.
It's a whole nother universe.
I haven't
Yeah,
even
so-
looked at Disney Plus. Do we have Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Is that where Star Wars and all that stuff
Yes,
is on?
and
Iron Man and
I
shit.
never watched
Marvel.
Disney. I never did.
So when I talked to Ralph Barbosa on Instagram, he said that no, man, Disney Plus doesn't give a hell what you say. And
yeah,
they're
I
gonna
was
put it
wondering.
worldwide.
I asked him to ask Ralph if they were censoring it or because Disney owns ESPN and Touchstone and Buena Vista and all those other small independent film companies, and they own ABC. And if you fuck around, they have a morals clause in every deal they have with pretty much every talent. Even Alicia Del Valle, when she was on ABC, and Beto Duran, he was on ABC. because he was affiliated with ESPN. That's ABC as well. So they own your ass. And Alicia said, they own my ass right now. I can't do any podcasts. I can't do anything where like there might be a wild random thing I say and it would come back and bite me.
And also, I was going to say, Hulu, some comedians are jumping ship to there, you know?
Yeah, it's brand new.
Netflix
Like Jim
stars.
Gaffigan, I think is the first one that's going to happen. Bill Burr went over there. Andrew Santino's just got announced. Frankie Quinones, and his is going to be directed by Ali Wong. But I don't think they've shot any of theirs, except for Bill and Jim. Yeah.
George Perez is, if you guys are George Perez fans, he's filming his special December 7th, directed by Esteban Oriol.
Yeah.
We're at?
Comedy store, right?
At the Comedy Store. So
December 7th.
December 7th. So.
Get tickets.
Tickets.
That's what
available.
George was going to promote tonight, but he's sick.
A lot of fools getting sick.
He got COVID-13.
It got me, homie.
You know what frustrated me though? I see on a lot of black comedians pages or comedians that are more political, like D.L. Hughley and stuff. And they'll post stuff, and then a lot of their fans who are black will comment about like the percentages of people who voted.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a Latino problem, and us black women, we voted a certain way. We voted for Kamala, so I don't know what y'all problem is or whatever. But it's creating this division on purpose. But here's the thing. Nobody knows who you voted for.
Exactly.
Voting is anonymous. Nobody knows
Confidential.
who all these Latinos voted for. Nobody knows who all these black people voted for. Nobody knows
No,
who
the
I voted
result.
for. They are estimating based on some exit polls. How many of you have been exit polled before when you voted?
Never.
He just voted by mail. So
I think one time in high school, before we did our first vote.
after you voted, and somebody polled you, a survey. Somebody polled you. Somebody like asked who you voted for and everything.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
what your ethnicity was and all that stuff.
Yeah, it didn't get in with race. It was a youth rock the vote thing.
Yeah. So
It wasn't a hardcore one.
there are only a couple ways that people survey. These are all estimates. That's the whole thing. That's my point.
Yeah, based on what you tell them. And if you're lying,
you could be lying.
I lied.
You could, exactly. You could be lying. You could just not
Gotta
want to tell
pay for
them,
this
like none of your
information.
business. You know, you could tell them something to throw them off. You just want to be a jerk or whatever.
Totally.
Whatever it is, and the places they choose to poll is also just an inherent bias in the survey. You know, in the experiment process. But you cannot predict who. You can't say exactly what the percentage of Latino male voters or Latino female voters or black women voters. You can't predict. You can't say exactly what that percentage breakdown is.
I thought, and so did everybody I know thought that, you know how they okay, I voted, right? But I'm pretty sure, man, by the time my vote got in the mail, bro, it's too late already. So so I voted, right? You voted, Lisa voted, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that so when you voted, the machine goes, okay, this Felipe is Mexican, he's Hispanic.
How do they know you're Hispanic?
You know, Lisa's white.
game.
So they go like this is the percentage of the people who voted that because I'm Mexican.
They don't ask that question
No?
on your no.
So that fucking shit's bullshit then.
That's what I'm saying. They're just estimating. What they do is
You can come out with an exit poll.
My joke's still gonna stay the same though, man. I ain't gonna change it.
yeah. The
The
first
joke's bullshit too. Anyways.
the first thing is they'll do pre-election.
Right, Adam Carolla?
They'll do
Absolutely,
pre-election
Felipe.
polling where they call you, right? How many of you pick up the phone and actually go
Never.
through a survey of somebody asking you who you're going to vote for, what your ethnicity is, and all this
Scam
stuff?
likely,
Yeah,
click.
scam likely, click. Nobody's answering the fucking phone anymore.
time for that
Back
shit.
in the day, it was a little more accurate because everybody had a landline. There were no cell phones. There was no
And there was
caller
already
ID.
history of that phone that they're
Right.
calling.
And so
Did they donate to the sheriff's
I
department?
called
all that
people,
shit.
bro.
So-
There you go.
So these people,
What's up,
so
fool?
there's pre-polling, and then, there's pre-election polling, and then there's post-election polling, which is right after you walk out of your voting
exit
booth.
poll.
They ask, hey, can I ask who you voted for? Can you give us a few minutes of your time, blah, blah, blah. That maybe get 1% of the electorate, 1% of all the people who are voting out
And
there.
they run with that information.
They match it to the census information for that town, and then they extrapolate to the rest of the nation,
Welcome
which is a
statistics.
really big stab in the dark. It's statistics, but it's not even statistics. Would be laughing at these statistics.
But the way that they put it together,
yes,
it's just like
but
it's a
they
joke.
present it like it's fact, and it's not fact. So you
They're
cannot.
giving you fool's gold.
Yeah, I mean, I know I think looking at these fucking Instagram comments, you could see where people are voting more than anything else. But I think that honestly, we need to stop this polling stuff because it's ridiculous and it's inaccurate, and you don't even have a sample size that matches the amount of people or a proper percentage of the people in this country to be making a prediction like this. You're just making people angry.
Well, the first time Donald Trump went up against Hillary, they were talking about, the polls were all on her side, and it got flipped.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, and it was just like, what polls are you talking about?
And
They're baloney.
Trump started getting people to question, how accurate are these polls? And then, of course, Kamala was up in a lot of these polls, and then, they're wrong.
Stripper pole, man.
You're only...
They're consulting firms, in essence,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
And we're really giving these people a lot of money.
Those are fake jobs, dude.
They're fake jobs.
These
it's
fucking
all created out of thin air.
You think you
But they're
scam
getting
somebody
people
for like,
angry, and they're getting people to fight and come out against each other. Oh no,
That's
you're a
what all
white
that
male.
shit's
That's
for.
where you voted. I know. Oh, you're a Latino male.
Some
You voted for this.
distraction, bro.
There you go, bro. Even though we don't like to talk that way, that's what it is. Yeah, we don't worry about that, right? Huh. Nah, it just sounds the same.
All right, bro.
Different.
The big question is, what the fuck? Mario just showed up late, Somebody had him in a fucking strapper hold or something. What's up, fool, man? Jake Paul or Tyson?
Tyson, baby.
Jake Paul or Tyson?
Tyson.
Fuck that old ass fight, bro. The real fight I want to see is Chuck Norris versus Steven Seagal, bro.
Chuck Norris, dude.
I would pay fat money to see that live.
Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal?
Wouldn't you pay money to see that?
I would watch it on pay-per-view. I wouldn't go to the live
I would
thing,
go live.
I would
Gotta
go
go
live,
I
bro.
got a feeling Chuck Norris will
$200
beat him up.
ticket. That's all I'm paying.
Those are people.
$200. I'd pay $1,000 a ticket to see that.
Ringside?
To see Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal now fight each other.
Somebody make it happen.
You know, he'd be like scratching him, poking him in the eye.
Bro, I saw Chuck
too
Norris in a
old.
commercial, bro. That fool's fucking like a rock and punch him doll now.
He can still kick his leg up, though.
You think so?
Yeah, he has an Instagram.
Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal, man?
I'd go with Chucky, bro.
Oh, Chuck Norris. Steven Seagal is so fat.
What if he gives him a sweep or something, though, dog?
What's up to everybody that came to the comedy store last night at the Sam Tripoli show? Man, you know who was there? Ronnie Dangerfield's ex-wife was there.
Okay.
She was there, bro, and nobody recognized her but me. She had no
love?
respect.
You talked to her?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I swear she only looks about 60, maybe,
She
right?
was a hot 60, bro.
How old was she when she was married to him?
30.
He died at 90-something, huh?
I think when
Did she get his whole
when
estate?
they were
Like, she got
married,
it all?
she was 40.
She was 40.
I think
When he
that
died?
was 20 years ago, right? When he died, 20 years ago?
20 years ago, I think.
Because she's a 60-something years old.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean-
she's got to be just 60, 65 at the
A
most.
dude like that can't be with, he has to be with a starlet, dog.
Starlet.
Yeah, like she's up there, man, because you could see like her skin,
Oh, don't talk about it.
Okay, I shouldn't. Delete it, man.
No tuck rule.
No respect, Dave. No talk.
Okay. That's how
Hey,
it's going,
man.
Who cares,
Man, so people thought the percentages is wrong then, huh?
They're just not
Puro
accurate.
pedo, güey.
They're not accurate. I think we should just stop paying attention to it.
And I think after that one election kind of fucked up that game, where they're not even paying that much.
And Kellyanne Conway was riding both lines. She was working for Trump and trying to keep her consulting business going.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she was one of those.
Life is
That's her
tough in
business.
Florida.
But I worked when I worked in psychology, because I worked for the psychology department at Wright State University for many years when I was a student there. And two of the professors there worked in polling, specifically political polling. And one of the guys actually left and started work for Gallup polls. And he
The
left
thing about their
he left
background,
his-
psychology.
Yeah.
Gallup
it's all
polls, I know
psychology.
that one.
Gallup polls is one of the biggest ones, but he started working for that, Dr. Hayes. And he was cool though, but he broke it down for me. He's like, guys, it's all estimates. Everything's an estimate. And we weren't talking about politics at the time, but
And they
in
think
general,
everybody's like a
polling.
herd.
Yeah.
This group goes here, this group
Yeah.
goes there.
But like you and your family might be completely split
Oh, yeah.
down the middle, So you can't say that we can extrapolate your results to the rest and apply it to the rest of your family, the rest of your neighborhood, the rest of your
Well, that's why they
town.
say never bring politics to the table, because that's when the divide really starts. When you start like talking about it, and you know me, I hate you based on what you're saying.
There's so many people like just unfriending their family, and I don't know how my family voted, but I'm assuming how
Everybody
they voted.
said Trump
Where?
on the post.
The only way to
What
go.
post?
But there are people outside chatting. Your whole family.
Oh, in the
voted
chat?
Trump,
I'm
yeah.
reading that. Yeah. What percentage of Lisa's family in Ohio voted for Trump? I have no idea.
You
I
will
honestly
never
don't.
know.
I don't talk to them about it. I would assume that
know-
my sister-in-law did vote for Trump, and maybe my brother. But my brother
Good
hates
person.
Trump.
Good
But my brother hates Trump, but he also hates the Democratic agenda.
Dropping the
so
ball, dude.
he probably voted Republican. My nieces probably voted what their mother voted, which is probably Trump. I'm just guessing. When we go to
You're not
Europe,
welcome
when we
to
all go to
Thanksgiving
Europe
here
together
if you come here.
next week, we're going to Europe with my family and Rodrigo and
Yeah, man.
Felipe, and I'm not going to talk about politics at all. But my brother will try. I know he will try to ask me questions to goad
I'll
me.
be
and-
like, you're in England. It doesn't count here.
This is true. You need it here, man.
This guy said, never bring politics to the table. That leaves less room for food, Rodrigo.
But I think you have to talk about that stuff. And if you have a different opinion, there's nothing wrong with it. And that's what the people get all butthurt, especially with the advent of social media.
But if when you are, it's harder when you argue with a family member because you know they're already a loser and why you believe in this shit. In the first
Right,
place.
and you've known him your whole life.
For them,
and
it's
then
more personal. Like,
why did you
this
change?
is the guy who used to eat shit and
Exactly.
his boogers.
Eat his boogers
His
or whatever.
boogers.
Yeah,
You don't know what you're saying, bro.
But that's the thing about life. You
My dad
constantly
caught you
change.
masturbating.
Yeah, you
You
can
do
be a better.
change.
You can be a better person
we are
tomorrow.
multifaceted.
But nobody
We are
believes
not.
that.
We are not just a
If it's
duality of.
If it's your brother, you're never gonna win that argument because your
No.
brother will always see you the loser.
No.
And
I
if
see
it's your-
him as the loser.
If it's your friend, you know, right? But if it's your brother, he's gonna be like, nah, bro, you scratch your balls and smell them in public, dog.
And-
You don't know what you're saying.
But that's when it comes to growing up, and you got to put that shit aside and go, what do you got on the table for that? And then some people just vote on emotion. They don't even vote on like issues or facts.
Yeah.
Some people go, you know what, bro?
A lot of people vote on
Some people
emotions.
go vote on emotion and say, you know what, bro? I just see what the KKK is voting for, and I go against it. And no matter what the fuck happened, bro. If I know a KKK guy, if I know a racist guy is voting for that person,
There must be something wrong with him,
I gotta
yeah.
be against that guy. I
Yeah, David
cannot
Duke.
agree with him. I cannot agree with him. Or there's somebody who might say, you know what, bro? Bro, I had a lot of problems with black people, bro. There's no way, bro. And there's a lot of paisas like that, dog.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of paisas who didn't voted for Trump, who can't even speak English, bro. But they were like ready, bro. They want their fucking tools and nails to be cheaper next year.
Do you guys remember that one lady that was voting for Trump? They worked at a Mar-a-Lago or something, or one of his hotels, and the first.
They deported her, right?
Yeah, she got deported, and she goes, "Vote for Trump
I
and that
remember
man."
that. I remember
Adios,
that,
man.
yeah.
But who knows what the real truth is behind that lady? If she was like,
the
a
funny thing
plant
is
or
Eric
something.
Eric Trump had that winery, right? The vineyard. And he brought a lot of HB2 visas over as grape pickers.
Oh, totally.
And,
to make it legal, that
yeah,
way,
and like, I mean, it's
legal,
legal,
cheaper
but
labor.
it's like, okay, did you advertise for the? I mean, technically, you're supposed to advertise if you could do an H1 or HB2 visa. You have to advertise for the jobs in the United States, and if nobody applies, then you can bring people over and sponsor them. But I mean, that thing, and then also like I don't know. It's just very strange. I don't want to get into all the stuff.
Badly
it's so
strange.
boring, but.
Juan Soto, man, $702 million for 13 years, man.
That's insane.
Is what he's asking for. He's asking for more money.
But who did he say he's going to get that
The
from?
Dodgers.
Oh, the Dodgers.
The Dodgers are going to get rid of Kiki. They're going to get rid of
Poor Kike is like a pawn every
Yeah, but he came in
trade,
so
right?
clutch, man.
Bueller. They're going to get rid of that guy.
Yeah.
They got rid of already Teodoro Hernandez already.
Teo Oscar.
Yes. And I think they're thinking of bringing back, what's his name, bro? The redheaded dude that plays third base.
Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
They are? Where is he right now?
He's with the Marlins.
Oh, wow.
And
Security
I think
right now.
Kike Hernandez might go with the Braves or some. We know Rizzo is going back to the Cubs. He's all happy.
Kike is a utility player.
Yeah, he could go
And
anywhere.
he's been a utility trade, right?
Right.
For years. Like they'll
Yeah.
trade him and he comes back. They trade him and he comes back. But he loves being a Dodger.
Oh yeah, he said it.
He loves being a Dodger. You could tell. He loves this place. He loves the fans. He loves the camaraderie on the team. But he's willing to just be the guy they send off, and they know they're going to bring him back when they can, right? Is that how it works with
no,
him?
his contract is
I don't know how
his
it's
contract
broken
will
down.
be like for the Dodgers for a year only,
Right.
or 2 years. So once.
But he knows.
Well, everybody knows it's only done for 2 years.
Right. But he knows he's going to be used and come back, most
Yeah,
likely.
there'll be a condition or a clause.
They don't bring everybody back, but
hell
him,
no.
they always bring back. He's
Yeah,
come back like 4 times.
And what's his name? He was hurt to the whole season, man. The guy that wear a mariachi outfit to the
Kelly.
White House.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Their whole pitching staff is hurt. 6
Yeah.
fools.
It was so funny when they were asking it when what's-his-face hurt his shoulder, Otani, and they were asking somebody else about, what do you think with Otani if he's out for the next game? And they were like, well, we've got a good hitting staff, and I
he
think
gonna
we'll be good, we'll be fine. And he's like, yeah, but he's like the best player in the whole league. What do you think? And he's like, well, we're gonna try to like fill his void. We'll be working our side. All of our
Well, that was
team
what
members.
was beautiful about the series. They didn't have to rely on the pitching,
No,
you know what I mean?
but
Which
they
we always did.
Before, it was always like, oh my God,
And
we're
then-
out. Urias is gone, and all this stuff.
Kershaw would always choke for the
I
fucking
know,
decade.
he
It's like,
always
damn,
choked.
dude.
When Felipe did the
hey, man.
Dodgers Will Smith Foundation fundraiser thing, killed me because he said in front of all those people something about let's hope Kershaw brings it or brings it in October or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people, what's the name, showed up.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope Kershaw shows
Let's
up in
hope-
October, and everybody laughed. Oh,
Everybody went, oh. But then when Dave Roberts got out of his car in the parking lot and
say
came and
what's up,
shake
bro.
his hand, come
awesome.
and shake Felipe's hand and said, you're so fucking funny, bro.
You know what's crazy about him?
That was badass.
You guys remember the Red Sox in 2000 when they won? I
Yeah.
forgot he was on the team because there's a good documentary about them on Netflix right now.
I need to watch it.
It's fucking good, bro. He's the one that stole the base and started it all off for him. The thing about
What's
the
up, people?
Yeah, man.
If you're listening in chat right now, do they bother you? Does this bother you when you're at Walmart and you're buying stuff and you see people eating stuff already without paying for it? And if it does, don't worry about it, man. It's not your stuff. You don't work at Walmart. Move on.
Put on a vest.
Don't even stop them, man.
Somebody yell at you?
Don't say
For
that.
eating.
Don't say that. Hey, man, aren't you gonna pay for that? It's none of your business, bro. Leave me alone. These cookies I got were open already. They were open already, man. They were left there by the cookie fairy on top of the 10 beats. Also, man, you know what does bother me, man? When people walk barefoot in the hotel room from their room, and the hotel room doesn't have a swimming pool.
Some fools got them Tar Heels.
Yeah, man. They're walking around barefoot, bro. Like, dude, there's alligators around here.
Yeah, they do it at home, but not anywhere else.
Oh man, we were staying in we were staying in
New Orleans?
Jacksonville, Florida, Rodrigo and I, and Toby Hicks, and man, we had to walk to Publix to buy food, and there was no sidewalks.
Yeah, just a little berms.
It was hot too, right?
It was kind of cool because it rained a couple times a little bit.
It was pitch black.
It was black as hell out there, dude.
And Toby, man, when Toby goes on the road, he be buying stuff like he's gonna be there like forever, man.
Well, he also didn't have any luggage. Didn't you guys have no luggage the first time you were there? The first day you were there?
He didn't.
Oh, he didn't. You didn't
didn't.
either.
They
Yeah.
took my stuff.
Oh, you
came
had a
at
little
night.
he had a little extra because you came home for a few hours and you grabbed some things.
He said, fuck
But all the luggage was already on the way to Phoenix.
What are my options?
Man, Toby Hicks was
a shit
dressed
day.
like he was he was just relieved with a bunch of immigrants. He was wearing a gray outfit with his shoes and his hat. He looked like a POW. Anyway, we went to the Publix, and that fool he was all mad. He bought a fucking a case of Modelo's for the week.
Oh my God.
He sits there and watches the college games on Saturday and then all the games on Sunday.
Boring.
Does he bet on those games or he just watches them?
I don't know if he gambles, but he
He
watches
doesn't-
all
I
of
bet
them.
my life.
He doesn't seem like somebody who would gamble though. He's very tight with his money. So I can't see him gambling but he's very into them for some reason.
He knows all the stats.
Also,
Shit,
man, New
yeah.
Orleans. We went to New Orleans,
No.
and we walked to that place to get the beignets in Café Du Monde. Did you like them, bro?
They're good. I've had the ones over there in Baton Rouge were better, dude.
That place.
You went to Baton Rouge?
Yeah, it
Well,
was Mike
When
Epps.
was that?
Festival of
with
Laughs.
Mike. Oh, yeah.
They were softer in the middle. These ones kind of like sourdoughy, a little harder, but they were
It
still
was,
good.
It was that place was
Probably
called
stale.
Coffee Call.
That's what I thought they were. I was
Okay.
like, dude,
That's where you
but I
got the
don't know.
coffee cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were
Oh
bomb,
man, that guy
bro.
was like that was nice. He gave us the extra,
Okay.
and he
They
gave us
wouldn't
the cup.
melt in your mouth, but you had to eat them right there, of course. But still,
Yeah.
bomb as fuck.
Remember, did you go to that place in San Francisco and it was like New Orleans style food? And it was a little tiny place. We were crammed in there.
It's called Linda's.
It was brunch. It was like Brenda's, I think.
Brenda's? Yeah.
And
I
it
don't
was
think so.
brunch. And it was just a long, skinny restaurant. And we sat at this table just like forced next to each other. But we had those beignets that were sweet and savory.
No.
Yeah, man.
And there
it
was some that were savory
What?
with crawfish inside.
Yeah, I think this one was talking about.
It was
Yeah, I didn't
Cajun
have
Yeah.
crawfish beignets and apple-filled beignets.
And then apple ones. Yeah, they were
that.
good.
Sounds good, dude.
But the only ones we had were the regular ones at Café Du Monde.
Did you eat with us in San Francisco, over there by the wharf? But it was like a diner outside.
It was like
Yeah.
an Airstreamer.
Airstreamer.
Yeah, with Birdman.
With Birdman.
Not even an Airstreamer, but we eaten on the wharf before, outside an outdoor
This was
restaurant.
like right next
Not
to
in
the wharf. It was like across the street from the wharf.
No.
Yeah, it was like an Airstreamer, man. We ate mussels, huh?
Mussels. You know,
Yeah, no,
I'm
dude.
vegan, but I love
We ate fucking mussels,
bro.
mussels with
We ate
it was in a
mussels
stew.
and a-
or
When they're
something.
done, when they're done right.
And then after we ate them, we put the mussels juice on top of the
We
fries.
had the bread.
Second
yeah,
meal.
oh my god,
Fuck yeah, that's what's up right
they
there.
were
dog.
really good.
That's one thing that I really
bacon
thought you
shit.
would enjoy if you ever get a chance. You know, I don't know how long we're gonna be in Amsterdam.
4 days.
4 days.
We'll have fun. We're gonna go to Sandam and see those Lego houses.
You could take a train. You know, if you have enough time to get on a train early in the morning and go to Belgium and fuck up those mussels with that bread.
You could.
You
You could also
could.
probably have mussels in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
just fine, no
but they give
problem.
you a big bucket. Remember
Belgium's boring, I think, honestly.
yeah, what was that guy? What was that bucket looking at again?
the bucket.
The bucket of mussels. What-
Oh yeah, well we saw that in Belgium at the restaurant. That's right. It was like a big old bucket full of mussels, but then they
with
had the fries
garlic
on the
and
side.
Parmesan, bro.
Yeah.
And a stack of fries and the bread, bro,
They're
to be like
usually
this.
the best mussels are like steamed in beer or wine, some sort of like alcohol. Yeah, and then
Bro,
garlic and all that.
There was
stuff,
like
yeah.
3 arguments going on while we were eating, bro.
There and
Yeah, it felt like cool, bro. I felt like I was like part of this life.
But civil arguments, right?
Yeah.
Not a fighting one.
Yeah, and then
no, they were civil.
and then there was a man
was a
arguing
fight.
from his house, from upstairs, and I just waved at him, hello, and then he yelled at the guy in front of me, and then he gave us 2 shots.
Yeah, that's a fucking
I
package.
cut-
yeah,
Gee.
he sent us limoncello, and I gladly
Limoncello.
took Felipe's limoncello, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, bro, it was there was a lot of Italians there, French-speaking guys,
Yeah.
arguing, man, but there was a lot of like different types of
Viva la resistance.
Mediterranean pastas and Italian pastas, bro.
I love pasta outside of the U.S.
I know,
It is so
No such thing as
good.
fettuccine over there, I guess.
It just melts in your mouth. It's just perfectly cooked, you know.
What's up, Food Podcast, man? Show's coming up, man. We have a big lineup next year, man. You better go look out for that, man. Also, man, in South Carolina, 43 monkeys escaped from a fucking scientific lab, and they found one so far, and that fool's back in the lab eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But man, so there you go, man.
They have viruses?
This is the beginning of fucking Planet of the Apes.
Outbreak,
These motherfuckers escape. They're not even talking about that, you know, outbreak or nothing like that, because they don't want to scare nobody. But
In a
man,
couple weeks. What?
You don't know if they're infected with something. They're just lab monkeys. Who knows what was happening to them? They could have been tortured.
They're the ones spreading that
They want to get out of
COVID-13.
there. Get the fuck out of there. They found one so far. The other ones, who knows where they are? They're
Dude,
smart.
they're gone, dude.
I hope they make it out alive, and man, and show up and look at they're together right there, man. They said no more hairspray to the face.
Dude, imagine you finally got some freedom. Shit.
Imagine, brother, like looking at stuff like what?
Over there at the Wawa.
Ripping
stealing and
shit up, slanging dope.
Somebody asked you, Felipe, why didn't you talk about Conan on History of Wrestling? Conan? K-O-N-N-A-N?
Oh, Conan!
Who's that?
He's a Mexican wrestler.
Oh, I don't know him.
They call him Conan.
Conan.
Yeah, man.
Who is that?
He's a wrestler from Mexico. He fought in the Lucha Libres, the Mexican wrestling, and AWE and WWE.
Because he was always like in the big fights, but he would always lose
He'd always lose.
against the more famous ones. Good wrestler though.
He was a heel against the guy with the mask, right?
Mega Man lost his son last week. I didn't hear that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, I'm sorry.
How did he lose him?
I mean, I think he passed away.
Oh.
Was it the son who was sick? Oh man, I haven't seen any posts from him for a while. Oh, that's sad. Sad. I didn't mean to bring the podcast down, but somebody said he blocked me. I don't follow him anymore.
Oh my God, I'm about to fucking die. It's a cold world out there.
What's up, man? Shout out to Mega Man and his rest in peace, man. I hope everything's going great.
Yeah, man.
Man, Louisiana has they got a temporary temporary something, bro, because they try to post as soon as Trump won, they started posting up the 10 Commandments in the schools, bro.
Oh my God, slow down. Wait.
Yeah, as soon as you know what, they've tried this before. They tried this before where they
Definitely a
try
move right
to sneak in let's post the 10 Commandments in every classroom across the country. But if you do that, you have to post other stuff like from the Quran.
Well, the other groups are going to come back,
or
use that
from
same
the Church of Satan
method.
or from the Church of Mormon.
Hey, no.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
The Church of State, they say it has no business anywhere.
I'm just saying.
But it exists.
For freedom of
Stepped in my
religion,
head.
you have the right to be represented, and that's the whole reason they just say nah.
And then you also go, it's like, I thought it was separation of church and state.
Right.
So what's up with that?
Exactly.
You're bringing it back in?
Exactly. They do it to cause a ruckus.
Oh,
That's
totally.
why they do it. They do it. They do it to show who's for whatever and who's against it,
Divide, debate, all
Yes,
that
yes,
baloney.
yes. More and
Same
more.
old story.
I think if they're gonna have it, they should be ready for questions like when kids start asking, what's covet mean?
What's what mean?
Covet.
Oh, covet, yeah.
What's adultery?
Getting in the sheets with the neighbor's wife.
Oh, wow.
Right?
He said his son got kidnapped, was found a day later, still under investigation. He didn't die, Mega Man's son. I don't know what's going on. We'll see. I have to watch. I have to go look at him, see what's going on.
Damn, man.
What is going on here, bro? Me secuestraron.
Fucking
fool.
side de Getty.
I'm hearing like 3 stories. I didn't know anything.
Oh, what's up with that fool? I haven't seen him in a long time, dog.
Steven Otero here, with a cheese man over here, right?
He's lost,
Tell
not
us,
dead.
fool.
Okay, I don't know. Is Steven
Damn.
Otero, is he smoky?
And then Mario Cruz over
Smoky,
there.
right?
That's Stephen Olmos.
Almost.
It's almost so dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Lost as in missing. Well, you can't say lost his son.
Yeah, like,
You say
dude.
his son is missing.
Yeah, when you say
please.
somebody, sorry for your loss.
How about some English lessons here?
It's all ESL from now.
These people don't know how to tell a story, bro. They just know how to tell a sentence.
They're just spitting partial facts, right?
He lost his son. Would you say he lost his son if his son
Yeah,
went
of
missing?
course.
If his son went missing, would you say he lost his son?
No, I'd say
No,
my kid is
his
missing.
son
like,
went missing.
We did a missing person report.
Yeah.
Got kidnapped.
Yeah, kidnapped, missing. those
Lost
are-
is like they died.
Lost is he
That
died.
reminds me, bro, when I was on stage, and then somebody left the lights on outside, and they were like trying to get me to tell the fucking people that someone left the lights on, right? And the guy who wrote the guy who they sent to go get the license plate was an illiterate motherfucker, bro. So they give you the note, and I said, Gary?
Captain Stupid.
Is there a Gary here with a Toyota 46755? Nobody? All right, man, let's try this again, man. This guy who wrote this is a fucking idiot, man. Everybody laughed. Gray. If you have a gray Toyota Corolla license plate.
Have you ever worked with an illiterate fool?
Never, bro.
I have at a record
Just
store.
dyslexic fools.
I did at
Tell me what to
Pretzel
write, dog.
Fest in Ohio when I was 18. And that guy, he took my shift. He covered my shift. But then he also was the same guy who would look at the schedule and say, "Can you read the schedule for me? I just want to write it down." Because he forgot his glasses or whatever. So I read it to him.
Got your eyes.
And I read it to him. Anyway,
Read my MMA contract.
Wait a minute. Then he didn't show up for the shift he covered for me, and I got fired. It was the first job and last job I ever got fired
No
from.
good deed goes unpunished.
Can
Man.
you
He said,
believe that?
zoinks.
Zoinks. But the fucking owner of
What a
that place was a
loser.
big sponsor of the suburban high school football team that guy was on.
Fucking booster club, dude.
And I went to the inner city school, and I didn't know any of those assholes. They were all assholes who had money. And
Scraped you first over.
oh yeah, he fucking fired me. Like, well, I think we should just reconsider having you on the team. And I was like, you're losing out on having a really responsible person working for you, motherfucker. I think that guy ended up stealing money from him anyway. The guy who was illiterate, but he was illiterate in high school in 1989, 90.
This
Like-
guy, the little guy I work with, was
12
already
years
like
old.
25, 27.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna say his real name, but his nickname was Poop Tooth. But so I used to work at a record store. He wrote Jerry's name with backwards R's.
Why they call him? What's his nickname again?
Poop Tooth, because his little tooth was brown right here.
It was a little cord on
dead
his shit.
Yeah, it was dead, bro. It was unalived.
It was like Mr.
Unalive.
Hanky.
It
And
looked like
shit.
a little bean, fool.
It was like Mr. Hanky, dancing.
So Jerry called one day and he wrote the J right, the E right, and then the two backwards R, and you can't fuck up a Y.
Hey, but right now, Poop Too is calling his wife, bitch, I told you these motherfuckers know me.
So,
I told you I'm known.
So then, that's when these fools were signed to Epitaph. So then a representative from Epitaph called. This fool couldn't even write Epitaph. He drew the logo.
Oh my God, just like Prince.
So that's how
Wait, he drew the logo for Epitaph.
the
How do you
E.
know the logo for Epitaph?
It's an Epitaph, but it's an E.
You got to be a real fan to know the logo for
No,
Epitaph.
well, it was the record
We're
store.
really illiterate.
It was all the bands that were popping at the time. No Effects,
still.
Pennywise, and everything. So that's how, I don't even want to say retarded,
I was in a
but backwards
band
this guy
back
was.
in the day. I don't know the logo.
So was he. He played bass.
I signed my comedy contract by drawing an audience.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, who did this? And then he left. He's all, he did. I was like, oh my God. You guys let him work here? Wow.
You know what's funny, man? Like somebody that's laughing at this, you're only laughing as hard as your dad would laugh at this. Because if your dad laughed hard at something like this, you're gonna die.
Mario
it's hilarious,
Cruz. Mario Cruz said, "I'm known in these streets, Poop Tooth."
Poop too.
Not you, dog.
Oh my God. OG Poop Tooth. What a
Horrible,
weird
dude.
name.
Horrible. Yeah, dude.
Somebody said Felipe versus Fluffy pay-per-view. I think that would get a lot of money going there.
I'm ready, bro.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bring the grilled cheese.
Oh,
Even the eating contest, I'll win.
so.
Yeah,
You
man.
think so? You think he wouldn't?
Well,
Wouldn't eat as much?
he's slow, bro. He's fast, bro. Because man,
He's trying to save everybody.
He's slow because he's the only child growing up, and I come with 7 kids.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, you gotta fight.
When they drop, when they fed us, it was like when they give those monkeys those bananas, bro. And what was gonna take 2 and shit.
I know.
Don't
You
you get
know.
full faster, though, eating faster?
You know. Not really. No. It'll catch up with you later, but.
Oh, fuck, I eat slow, dog.
But I know what you mean. And I had 2 brothers, and I had to fight. We had to fight for our food because my mother restricted my middle brother from having food. So he honestly, well,
The hamburger
he
was
had
it.
a chubby face, so my mother restricted his food
that's
intake. It was
fucked up,
fucking
dude.
fucked up. I
Fucking
know.
Johnny Cheeks.
That's Johnny, my
got a
6'5", my 6'5" brother.
A face like J.D. Vance.
Yes, he was the one who was restricted from having food, and it was really sad.
Yeah, that
but
fucking
it
sucks.
messed with my mind. That it's kind of like survivor's remorse, survivor's
Fucking
guilt.
Hunger Games over here.
Oh, it really was. But I have issues with food, and I don't like when he says he doesn't want anything, and I'm like, okay. So I make myself something, and then
he
he
wants
wants
something?
something, and I'm like, well, I didn't really make enough to account for the amount that you want. So I feel
your
a little.
figure, girl. Let me
I
get a
feel.
bite.
I feel a little like protective over my food, and I can't control that. It's very hard.
a
It's
mouse.
fucking psychological, but it messes with my mind to
Look at
this
Dr. Milky in
day.
here.
It messes with my mind to this day.
What happened to you,
It's
Lesa?
very sad. It's very sad. And my brother eats 2 dinners. My brother is in shape though. He runs 5 miles every day though.
The first time I went to a restaurant, bro, that fool saw a little dish, stacked up butter, all fancy. That fool ate it once, wanted. He thought it was ice cream.
Ice cream.
Talk about something that melts in your mouth.
Oh my God, that's an old story.
Man, the first time I ever,
But we all have issues around food, my brothers and I. It's very sad. But it stays with you though, right? You can't fight that.
my brother, one of those brothers, bro, like, you know, like everybody gets their own cake. And I was eating mine fast, bro. Like I didn't even swallow it. Then I was looking at everybody's cake like I didn't get a cake, bro.
Hey, what brother was this?
I don't know, the smaller one.
Smaller one.
So I was big enough to fuck him up, right? So I reach over, bro, and just grab a little piece and eat it.
Set him off, huh?
And I go like this, and I'll eat it, because she was just eating all slow, and I'll just take a little piece, and go, And that fool get all mad, bro, and start crushing it like this, bro.
Just
Oh, man, bro, it started going like this, and I start scooping that shit up, bro, eating it,
Oh
bro.
my God, that probably made him madder, dude.
Matter, bro. then I went, and then I'm making fun of his crying.
Well, that did.
Then everybody's laughing, bro. I made you laugh. Come
Give me a
on.
little piece, eh?
I made you laugh.
Well, that's the shit that, with siblings, dude. You know what I mean? All those little things that happen in your life, you still hold a little bit of resentment. you know?
Yeah.
Or sometimes, like, some people can leave it alone, some can't.
You know, though, seriously, because my brother and I had a kind of come to Jesus moment or whatever you call it.
Hallelujah.
We had a discussion years ago, probably 10 years ago now.
Por tu culpa.
But he was saying that he always thought I was the favorite of the family, of my mother and everything, because I had all the secrets. But the problem was I was the confidant of my mom and my dad. They just told me all their secrets. They really just shit on me.
That's heavy, though, man.
I know. They
That's
really
a little-
just shit on me with all their information and all the details of their relationship, which I didn't need to know. But my brother thought that I was special for some reason because they confided in me. So we had this animosity between us.
That's a whole nother can of beans, a whole
It's
nother
so
bag.
weird, yeah. It's so weird, but we're friends now. I mean, my brother and I are truly friends now, and
It's scary when you carry the load of your parents.
Yeah.
You're in your classroom thinking about it and shit. What's going on over there? My dad beats my mom, man. She's a lump on her breast now.
Funny, that happened at my house as well.
And what? I don't even know what none of that means.
You have your homework?
History. What's up, everybody? Hey!
What happened here?
Wrong show.
There's no maricón here, eh? Laughing and
Me pareció
breathing.
la virgen.
Bush Escobar, man.
One more thing, bro.
That motherfucker's like Forrest Gump, bro.
What?
He has been like, he's a Renaissance man, bro. He's done so little in such a little time.
He's a sovereign citizen, bro. Right? A man that knows every law before they come out.
He said, bro, on the
a sovereign
podcast that when he was clean, because he's in charge of cleaning the restroom.
At the improv?
No, fuck. I wish.
Where? Oh, you mean at his house?
He wishes.
At his
Throw an
Airbnb that
At
he
his
lives
Airbnb where he lives.
Throw an M80 in there,
And he
bro.
goes, man, and it's all immigrants, right? And none of them flush the toilet paper, dog.
Oh, dude.
So,
And that
bro,
smell.
at. He learned about the trash
And that's
can.
why I told him, bro. That
was what I was saying.
That's why they told you when you said I clean the bathroom, you were thinking about how small the bathroom is and you don't got that much to clean. And all those guys take shits, bro. They fucked you on that move.
Yeah, and that's a penetrating smell, too, that sticks to the inside of it's disgusting.
He said it'd be stuck to the top, he said.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay, that's the joke that I was saying, that he seemed to not know that you had that joke in your special years
Yeah.
ago. And Felipe brought up the pooping and throwing the poopy paper in the trash can.
bro.
But he was saying throwing the poopy paper in the trash can. And Butch was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying this right now. And I was like, wait a minute, he said this in the special. What are you
You've
talking
been to
about?
shows where he said it.
Right, yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't pay attention
you
when I
missed
have it.
all that?
I'm over there talking. I can't
I
hear
know,
nothing.
but then
I'm looking at my career, okay?
But then I was
sound
so
like a bad
surprised
girl.
that he didn't know that joke. But then
I'm a white Mexican, okay?
But I remember when we were in Amsterdam last year, we stayed on a houseboat, which was phenomenal, right? It was a beautiful little houseboat.
Except little pipes.
Just Felipe and I.
Except the toilet.
Except because it's on a houseboat, they had a very sensitive plumbing system. So we had to. It was
Don't
just
clog.
Felipe and I in the houseboat in this room. So, but we had to throw our toilet paper in this closed receptacle. It was a trash can, but it like had a little bin
Like
closure.
a diaper genie or something.
Kind of
Yeah.
like that. It like closed it off. But about day 3, day 4, it started smelling.
It'll
It
start
was
humming.
It was a different kind of smell. And I
Very
was like,
peculiar
imagine if
smell.
we had actually another, because it could have fit another person in there. It was another bed in there. And I was like, imagine if we had a third person using this bathroom. It would really stink. Like, I don't know if I could stand it for 4 days.
I had
5
a
days.
tenant one time and I told her, Doña Lázara, aquí las pipas no son como México. Oh, no, yo pensaba que son las cabronas que siempre se vienen tapando. No, Doña Lázara, aquí están grandes, son de
Tapando.
pulgada y media, ¿eh? Y las que van al sur vienen siendo como 3 pulgadas.
Yeah.
Pues gracias por la información. Ya no
Yeah, what is she worried about?
I don't. She
She's
didn't want
not
to clog the
paying for
toilet.
it or
Well,
anything, yeah.
well, maybe she
The
didn't want to be
people-
sitting there all.
Maybe.
The people with bush too are worried about the toilet too, eh?
Yeah, like they're not dealing with it, right?
And it's
If
like,
it
dude,
does-
this is California plumbing,
Yeah.
bro. It's like it's not from Matamoros, bro.
People come from ranchos, bro. They don't know.
Mad ranchos, bro.
Mad,
Where there's
bro.
no plumbing, no running water.
These people have no problem, bro, using a broken down shopping cart as a grill.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get all the chemicals from that like stainless steel cover on that.
They don't
metal,
know
bro.
that, huh?
Yeah, no wonder you're retarded, dude.
Hey, how come the grill's blue? That's the way it is. Eh?
Yeah, fucking. Well, what color's purple, dog?
That's
On the
hilarious.
flame. But yeah, man. People don't know, bro. Information is power.
That fool is in South Central, bro.
Fuck, he's in the
Butch.
thick of it right now.
The thick of
he
it,
needs to
dog.
come out to the valley. What's going on over there, bro?
Valley's got to be cheaper than where he's staying, no? I don't know.
Not-
Don't you got a better shot going down Laurel Canyon at least
straight
back to
down
like,
to the clubs down there. It's
Yeah,
30
dude.
minutes. Psh.
you got to go through all the riffraff back there.
I'm telling you, traffic is beginning to rule his life. It's fucking with his head. It really is. It's all he thinks about is traffic.
And
Every
we'll-
time I hear you guys doing the History for Fools podcast in the back room, all he's talking about is traffic. That's his main
And you
concern.
have
He's
to-
not used to this yet.
He has to like find the little route, and that's
Yeah.
one thing about LA.
Yeah,
Even
you
if you
gotta
have
find
Waze
it.
or whatever, there's other ways to
Go through
maneuver
back
on this.
alleys,
Totally.
man.
Yeah, you got to go sneak through. Yeah, you can't be going on those.
But
freeways
also,
all the
man,
time.
like, I don't know exactly where he lives, but over there by where Joe Barone used to live,
That's like Southgate.
Inglewood, right? And Lenox,
Border,
and
yeah.
those areas right there, over there by where KLOS used to be, that neighborhood by C's Candy. If you leave there at 4 trying to get to Glendale, you're going to be to Glendale at 6.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour trip. If I left,
Santa
I
Monica,
used to
Bundy,
work,
right?
Yeah, I
And
used to
Lucia,
work.
same thing.
At
I
least.
used to work on Bundy and Olympic at the law firm, and if I left after 2:30,
It's over.
it would take me 2 hours.
And that was to
get
Echo
back
Park,
East-
right?
Echo Park.
Yeah.
Even the streets.
Echo Park, yeah, and that's 12 miles. 12 miles. It
And
would
that's
take 2
bumper to
hours.
bumper.
Bumper to bumper, 12 hours, 2 hours.
You better turn on a podcast.
Insane. And I didn't listen to I listened to fucking Tom Likas. I hated him, and I still listen.
Tom
to him.
Likas.
What happened to that fool?
I don't know. He's doing podcasts now, I think.
What's up, fool? He's doing a podcast. Well, like
Not
we
our
are.
podcast, but still.
Get him on, bro. What's going on, Tom?
Also, man, I did Harlan Williams Highway.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
Harlan
dude.
Highway.
He's the shit, dude.
Bro, I went to his house. OMG.
Like Hollywood Hills, right?
Bro, when it was way up there, right? And I saw this house. It looked like 2 apartments, right? Like, oh, he lived here. It looked like 2 apartments.
It looked like those Hollywood apartments where you go up the little stairs
Yeah,
and there's
like
little
when Linda Ray
bungalows off
lives.
the side. Yeah, like Linda Ray. Yeah.
But then when you get in there, bro, oh my God, dog!
Opens
I
up.
saw all of Los Angeles, and he said and you could see the mountain of Catalina Island from his. That's how high he is.
It's a fucking
you could
gorgeous
see
ass
the
view,
whole.
man.
It's a beautiful view, but
Yeah, breathtaking.
if you
I bet.
go down like 5 feet, you'll fall off into the valley.
Bro.
You'll just fucking fall.
He
There's no rail. There's nothing.
Harlan lives so
awesome.
far
Nothing.
up Hollywood Hills that postman that was delivering mail in that neighborhood was mad dogging me, bro. Because I got in his way. Because the Uber took me to the end of the road, so I had to walk down. and there's no sidewalks. And he looked at me like, what the fuck am I doing getting in his way? Like, he had this look of disgust, bro. Like, he hates delivering mail in that neighborhood.
Get another job,
And I
bro.
could see it, bro. Bro, he would have
Have you driven up in those hills?
Oh
area?
my God, dog.
Badass pass.
It'd be hard to deliver furniture, Uber Eats.
Fire truck.
But you have to like kind of
Amazon.
maneuver,
Nothing.
yeah.
You can't have a truck going up.
From his house, I could see the Laugh Factory, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You get
could
right
see,
there.
Yeah, you could see Crescent Heights and Sunset.
You're
right
like Michael Myers in that movie, like doing that 30-point turn.
The last time I was there.
I did a
Yeah, that's it,
10-point
yeah.
turn
Oh
to
my
try and
God.
get to Harlan's house. Oh my
Bundy
God.
Drive, all those crazy ass little.
There's room for
crazy.
one car in that, in
Yeah,
that street.
one.
That's it.
When I was the
And
last
it's
time
not
I
an
was
SUV.
the last time I was in a neighborhood, Ralphie May had a birthday party, and he lived over there by the Wonderland murders. It was a Wonderland Avenue.
It was like Outlook Avenue or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
then downstairs he had valet, bro, because there was no more
boss.
parking to go up to his house. And I saw valet, bro, and I said, nah, man.
The valet looked like they were chickens with their heads cut off.
Yeah.
And they were just running around like, oh, I don't know what to do. And Felipe and I were like, let's just go. Let's just go back home.
You know
I
what
didn't feel like
deal
dealing
with
with it.
You know what they were doing actually, bro? They were taking your car and then driving it to
Further down.
Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah, further down.
And then another valet with somebody else's car will pick up that valet guy and drive him back to the
It was
hill
like a
to grab
relay.
another car.
Yeah, it was like a relay.
It was like 2 valets.
So a la verga, bro. I was gone, bro. I left that party. And that was the last time I was there.
And then he passed away a couple of years later. Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Badass house, dude.
I bet, because I mean, shit, he was in those movies when Hollywood was really handing out the cash, huh?
And
I don't know.
Something about Mary, bro. You know
I
that
don't
shit
think
pays.
I still don't think I would want to live there. I don't care
Dumb and
how
Dumber?
much money we had. I wouldn't want to live up
You?
there. I'd want to live at
If
the
I
beach.
had some cake, some nice cake,
I'd want to live at the beach.
He has no kids. I don't know if he has kids. He's married, but he
Well,
was
why
just
live up
chilling.
there? You could live at the beach for the same amount of money.
I don't know, just the Hollywood Hills is like,
You can see the
Fuck
beach
Hollywood
from there.
Hills. You gotta. It's a lot of
yeah,
work to get
I don't know.
up
I think
there.
it's badass up there, man.
You
I
can
see
see
some
the
badass
beach,
paths.
but like you could
Dude,
see it like a wave at
We
it.
used to do a service at the guy that came up with the Power Rangers. God,
A
damn.
Sabian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a badass pad, and they were all like those old kind of like those little, high-rise little vaulted ceiling.
Bro, Bert
It was
Kreischer
badass.
has a dog that weighs 200 pounds, bro.
He's a nice dog.
He's a big motherfucker,
What
bro.
do they feed Cujo, bro?
I think he eats humans, bro, that dog. He eats openers.
Say
Bro,
he
that-
eats
so
micro-
nice.
This
No.
fool is huge, bro. And he had another dog just as huge. Oh, yeah. And those dogs will all behave, bro. Not one growl.
What kind of dogs are they?
I don't know, bro. Sheep herders. I don't know. They were. He looked exactly like Cujo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was like a big Saint Bernard.
paw was
slash
this big,
something,
dude.
I don't know. See, he looked like the guy on the right. That's the dogs. Those are the dogs right there. That's them.
Dude,
Big boxers.
Yeah,
huh?
it was the big stripe, like the zebra stripe one on the left, and then that big one on the right. His paws were as big as my hand.
in person, those dogs are bigger than that, man.
Probably when they're puppies, huh?
They're
Yeah,
huge, brother.
they're so calm. Though.
Oh my God,
so
that
nice.
dog right there. When
Yeah,
it was,
Bert's a
man,
tall dude. That's
his
big, dude.
Bert's legs asleep right there, man. his legs is asleep,
Have
and,
to be.
and the nail polish from his toes are squeezing out because that's how much that dog weighs. Bro, they had a charcuterie, but it was only meat. Like
Right.
they have like beef jerky, bro, from everywhere. This
They
fool
said
had
he's
a
mastiff. I don't
this
know if
fool
he's a
had
mastiff.
this
maybe.
fool had a ice chest full of Omaha steaks.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, they had like a jerky platter. Or
A jerky
something.
platter,
Shit
bro.
that we're not eating, but
Oh man, but this was the kicker, man.
we didn't bring a gift because everybody's bringing alcohol. I'm like, he has a
I
full bar
was-
I know,
full
right?
of alcohol.
Did
What
you
is
His
it?
own alcohol.
Did you see the tears come out of his eyes when I walked in there unannounced?
I know. He didn't care about gifts.
Bro, he
That's a
had,
gift, dude.
but you know, it was more. Any gift you would have brought would have never topped what he had already there
No.
because he had two delicious cakes that were made by Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise cakes. First of all, they weren't all that, but whatever.
Tom Cruise made the cake.
Yeah.
No, you know those Tom.
Oh,
I
the
don't know
Mission
if he made
Impossible
this
cake,
cake,
huh?
but every Christmas
good, bro.
Tom Cruise
Oh my
supposedly
God. I'm
makes
down, dude.
Like
a
I was,
coconut cake
I was
for his
willing
friends.
to drink real,
up.
bro.
But this was a coconut cake
I
for
loved
Bert's
it.
birthday.
But I like the
was
carrot cake
alright.
was all right, but the other one was better, dude.
Really?
dog, it had pieces of, you know how, remember those cakes that used to have that little candy silver ball? Remember how good it was with the cake? Well, this one had pieces of white chocolate at that inside the cake. And man, bro.
I love white chocolate.
It was not that good.
Bro, Andrew Santino was eating it, and he said, I don't care if that guy's wife missing. This shit's delicious.
David Miscavige's
and then
wife.
Kathy said, where's his wife? It's good.
She didn't even know.
Yeah, and then I said, Felipe, what do you do with that Tom Cruise cake? And I pretended to know what to talk about. Tom Cruise?
Yeah, he was like, Tom Cruise? What?
Donde está?
¿Quién es?
Dude, but they had a lot of alcohol, man.
I bet, dude.
Yeah, it was weird. The cake was all right. It was just basic. I didn't think I've had better. Honestly, the Pepperidge Farm coconut layer cake that you get in the freezer was better than that.
I never had that.
The Pepperidge Farm frozen layer cake, and then there's a frozen lemon cake that's also layered.
While. God,
they're so good, but it would top that Tom Cruise cake.
Ramon had us like, now, homie, Vandy camps.
You don't know.
Entermans. Entermans if you're from Montebello. Vandy Camp if you're from LA. Well,
yeah, Vandy Camp's a very
Northeast
LA.
Northeast LA.
East, West Coast, I mean.
Oh, man. So what's up, bro? Big plan for Thanksgiving, even though you're going out of town?
Same old shit. We'll be at my parents' house, but, you know, I'll be on a plane headed over the pond.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. When you come, but you're going to celebrate before or when you come back?
Nah.
You just said fuck the family. I don't care. I'm going to go to Europe.
You know, 45 years of doing Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I think it's time to take a break.
It's devastating. I missed it.
I like taking a break.
Are you one of those families, or your family doesn't do that they make a big batch of spaghetti for Christmas with a dinner?
No.
No, I saw this. I saw these people, man. Last year they had a big batch of spaghetti on the side, like they were eating turkey and blah blah blah. But they also had like some spaghetti on the side with meatballs.
Were they Italian?
They were Italian, but I also saw black people doing it too.
I can't get behind spaghetti.
I'm down though. I'm down for spaghetti, man, and Italian cake.
Well, see, I already changed. You know, we never have pozole and tamales for all this stuff. So I enjoy having a different kind of Christmas for the last
down, man.
10 years or so, having pozole and tamales for Christmas. And Isaac likes it too, so we just adapted to that. So I don't, but we'll also have like vegan turkey or whatever you want to have on the side, but I don't know. I think this year we're going to have we're going to make some tamales and pozole in here. We might have a loteria game on our last episode. Well, maybe not on our last episode, but we're going to start a Patreon.
Patreon, man. Loteria,
and we'll
Patreon.
have loteria, and we'll have like
people.
a game night once a month or something like that. I'm trying to get it going, but it's so fucking busy. It's hard to do all this shit. So.
Time flies, man.
Oh, shit. Look, there I am.
Oh, my God. Look how skinny.
Man, let me tell you, man, that right there, man, that was after a show.
That girl's grabbing for your pants right
and,
there.
no, she's far from it. Right there, man, Rodrigo was asleep. And
I was awake at that time.
I showed up with 4 girls to Rodrigo's room.
Yeah, I was dead asleep.
Did you guys get lucky at all?
Nah.
No, one of the girls like woke me up by putting her shoe on my forehead. And then I took a picture because back in the day we had the cameras, you know, like cameras.
Yeah, man.
Like Kodak cameras.
Look
they
how
had to go get them.
And let me tell you, right, man. Back then, I thought I was fat, but I'm fat now. Yeah, man. I got fucking high, and we ate at the casino, bro. And they go, "What are you doing?" I go, "My friends over there. They want to get high too." Yeah.
What's that casino called? It's still around. It's all dusty.
Mexico 1. Yeah. That's at Wild Coyote, bro. I have a blue demo mask, and that's when I was busting in my Abercrombie and Fitch shirt right there, man.
Trying to be all hipster.
Throw it in the back before
that
I
was before. That was before hipsters, though.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Gene Pompa said I shopped there. I said, all right.
Before people were wearing the little pointy shoes.
What's up, fool? Next picture, click. Oh shit, what's that? That was like the first time Rodrigo got kidnapped right there, right? I don't know what
that's like the 15th time, fool.
What was this? This is his house.
That's his house. Look at the Salvador Dali painting.
Oh,
dude.
well, that's right.
Yeah.
He has a Dali painting in his house?
Poster.
That's a poster.
What was the painting? You know, it is a poster of the painting. But he also had a cool one that he got rid of. I got rid of that shit, bro. The two brothers, dude. The two
Willie right here,
brothers.
man. He was hanging out with fucking WA.
He looks like Prison Mike.
That's a Richard Grieco outfit right there.
He's got the Prison Mike.
He has his Canadian tuxedo on.
Or a handkerchief on, bro. A bandana.
Yeah, man. This fool said, I gotta hear this story again.
Yeah, but you got me over here looking like Aaron Hernandez, dog. No tattoos.
What's up, fool podcast? Thank you, man, for listening, man.
Yeah, man. See you guys in Canada this weekend.